I'm like, I'm not taking you nowhere. And she was like,
yes, the fuck you are, and I'm not getting out this car.
You got two choices, ma'am. And I'm turned around telling her, I'm like, you got two choices. Put that bitch in park.
You know what I'm talking about, babe? Yeah. Now it's time for me.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you clicked on this video, then you already know this is another Uber story. So you know what I say every time. We ain't gonna do all the whole thing, you know, click, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. You do all of that. Yes, I need y'all to do all of that because I'm on the way to 1,000 subscribers. So if you watching this video, subscribe. If you watch my other videos and you watching this video and you didn't subscribe already, subscribe.
Period.
Get your snack, get your drink, get your herbal essence and all that other good stuff. And I'm drinking Armor water today and with a straw. You know why? And let's get into the video already.
Guess what, bitch?
I'm missing nails because I'm wearing press-ons and I'm trying to take them off so I can get my nails done, and I cannot get them off. So if you know how to take off press-ons and you have a way to get them off without, you know, tearing the nail off because I'm trying to keep them, let me know in the comments. Anyway, let me get into the video. So this story, I don't know how far back it was. It was when I was doing Uber. Like I said, I will put a little video right here showing y'all, like, I did Uber again for 5 years, and I have a lot of different encounters and stories of what I have encountered with different people, personalities, energy, all of that stuff, whatever you want to say. I've had my shared experiences with people. So this one, I told you in my last Uber story that was top tier. Well, this story right here is like right underneath that one. So in this incident, I don't know what year this was. I know this was after that, when I had the New Year's thing. I know it was after that. So, okay, one day I was doing Uber, and I told y'all I start like on the weekends. Sometimes I might start a little bit early. So this was a Saturday. I remember that day. It was a Saturday. It was a pretty day outside. It was really nice. It was probably late afternoon going into the evening because it was still light outside, summertime. I know that. I'm downtown. I live in Houston. It's a steakhouse. We jumping right into it. We ain't doing all that. We jumping into it. It's a steakhouse that's downtown. It's called Vic and Anthony's. If I can find it, I will put it somewhere in the screen. You know, I'll be trying to show y'all, like, so y'all know. It's a restaurant that's really nice downtown. It's in the heart of downtown Houston. And I was down there and I get a request. So I see it's a lady and I see it's the steakhouse. So I start heading that way. Before I could even head or get close enough to the steakhouse, she ended up texting me, and she was like, she was kind of like trying to tell me like where she was. Not saying that she was outside. She was just like kind of like letting me know that it was a steakhouse. And I said, okay, I'm on my way. So I'm headed to her and I get to the steakhouse. So when I pull into, and another thing I want to say is, if you ever go downtown, and this is probably in so many other places, other cities, downtown normally has one-way streets and all this stuff like that. They don't have, it's like one way you turn, you got to go up the street to get to the next road to turn to get to the, you got to do all that turn, whatever. Okay. At this place, when I go down the road, I have to turn into the parking lot of the steakhouse. Now, I did not pull into, so when you pull up, they have like 3 areas. They have the area where valet is, which is kind of close, very close to the front door of the steakhouse. Then they have another lane that's kind of like a passing lane. So like you could kind of hang around there, but they're like, valet is going through there to move cars and bring cars and doing all this like zigzagging. So you could kind of wait right there, but you kind of got to like scoot up a little bit. And then it's a lane that has a lot of the cars that are parked. I don't know if those are cars from valet and they just leave them like that or what, but it was a lot of parked cars along that road. But it's not a road. It's like the middle part of where the steakhouse is in the hotel. Because the hotel is the steakhouse, and then it's a road in the middle. But it's not a road, it's like a parking area that you can kind of drive through, and it takes you all the way through to another street that turns out into the main road. Okay, I hope I didn't confuse y'all, but I'm just trying to say, because I left her ass. I just need y'all to remember that. So, because the way I turned out and all this stuff. Okay. I pull up, and I don't pull up to the valet because I've had encounters with valet people where I've cussed their ass out. We ain't even 10 minutes in there and I'm already cussing. Let me say, I didn't cuss them out because they'll start screaming at me instead of like coming to me and talking to me as a human, and just like, you know, you can't leave your car right here. You know, cause not just that. Uber in the beginning, there was no Uber lights and all this stuff. All we had was like a Uber sticker. It was like a sticker, you put it in your window and it has the U. So they could see that I'm a Uber, for the people that knew what Uber was, because some people still ain't know what that was. But they would know. Them valet people know what Uber is, but they didn't give me no issues. But in the past, like I said, I would have problems with the valet people, and I would have to go off on them and get them together and tell them all type of crap because they want to tell me to move, and I'm not even in nobody's way. But anyway, I digress. Let me keep going. So I'm there waiting for her. She ends up calling me on the phone, and she's like, I don't see your car. Now, when I pull up, I can see the door. I can see the door to the steakhouse. The door is big. I can see the door. There's nobody outside the door. There's nobody out there but valet. There's no one. Nobody standing, nobody doing that. Because when I pull up, if I pull up, I roll my window down, you know, and I try to let them see, you know, so they can see me, because my car is tinted up. Like, you can't see in my car unless you looking from the front. So she calls me. She's like, I can't see you. I don't know where you are. And I'm like, I'm outside. I'm like, if you walk out the door, you'll see my car. It's a gray Dodge Charger. And I'm like, it's dark, because I like to tell them it's dark gray, because sometimes they look for light gray. I'm like, it's a dark gray Dodge Charger. It might look black, but it's dark gray. She's like, okay, hang up the phone. I'm still waiting. So I was normally when I pull up and I'm picking people up from like restaurants or like the club or whatever, I always give them time, because sometimes they call you and they're not ready because they're waiting to like pay their tab, or they waiting to, most of the time, pay their tab or tip the person, or they trying to walk out and it's crowded or whatever. So I try to give them time. I never press people to hurry up. I just be like, they coming. Like, I try to be understanding and give them time. Okay, so I think like 3 minutes had passed, and she ended up texting me, and she's like, what kind of car do you have again? And I'm like, I texted her, I said, it's a Dodge Charger. And I said, it's a gray Dodge Charger. I'm sorry, I keep saying Dodge Charger, but I had to tell them the color. It's a gray Dodge Charger. And I'm like, when you walk out, you'll see me. She's like, I still don't see you. And I'm like, she ain't even walk out, because I'm looking at the door. I can see the door. I'm looking at the door. So in the mix of all of this, I had to pull my car up a little bit because the guys and valet needed me to scoot up a little bit, and they were really nice. So I had scooted up just a few feet, not too far. I could still see the door. So it was not far. I scoot up, and she ends up calling me on the phone, and she's like,
I don't see your car. You supposed to be by the front door. I don't know where you are.
and she's like kind of like giving me like some like little attitude. Now, this, I tell y'all, every time I have something that happen to me, this set the tone for how I treat people going forward. This set the tone for how people treated me forward. So anytime I would talk to a person on the phone, and if they give me any type of attitude, because I know when they get in the car with me, it's going to escalate to something, because I don't have time for none of that. Like, I'm doing something for you. I'm doing a service for you. And if I had an issue, I don't want to put you in my car and then we get to arguing and then it escalates to something else. So I'd rather just cancel the trip and go move on to somebody who appreciates my service. So moving forward, if people would have an attitude like the way she was on the phone talking to me wild, don't know me, but talking to me wild, I hang up in their face and I cancel the trip. I don't even got time. I'm not arguing back with you. I'm not finna fight with you, and I'm damn sure not about to pick your ass up in my damn car. So she set the tone. So, okay, I let it slide because I'm like, I don't know who she thinks she's talking to, but I'm gonna let it slide because she tripping. Like, all she need to do is just walk out the door and she'll see me right there. Like, she'll see my car. Okay, so not even maybe like 2 minutes later, she comes walking. I could see her body. Like, I could see them walking up to the car. It was her and another lady. This lady, I don't believe that she was related to her or anything. I can't even say that this lady was a friend of hers. I believe that they had like a business, either a business dinner, early dinner, lunch, late lunch type of thing going on, because the conversation that they were having sounded more like a business type of thing. The friend on the back passenger side, and she was behind me. And she was behind me. When she got in the car, she was like,
the reason why nobody can't find you is because you got these dark tinted windows. Nobody can't see up in your car, so nobody can see you. I can't see who you are. I don't know, like, who you are. I don't know if I'm in the right car. I don't know
nothing. That's what she was telling me. Like, she was saying that, like, she didn't even say hi, how you doing, how your day going, da. She just hop right in on the bullshit. Like, soon as she hop up in the car. And I was like, oh, I said it really nice, because I already knew she was on some. I already knew she was finna give me some attitude. I already knew. So I was like, okay. I said, ma'am, I'm finna tell y'all, I'm gonna demonstrate how I was talking to her. I was like, yes, ma'am. I said, I'm sorry about the fact that you couldn't see me. I said, but if you go on the Uber app, I said, it has a picture of me. It also has a picture of my vehicle. It has the license plate of my vehicle. And I said, what you can do is walk behind the car before you even open the door or anything like that. So you can look behind the car and make sure that the license plate matches what's in your phone. And then you know that you're at the right vehicle. But I did talk to you on the phone, and I did let you know the type of car that I was in, and that I was right here in the middle lane. I can't go in that lane because valet is right there, and they do not want me in that lane. I would have had to go and make the block and come back. I didn't want to have you waiting long. She was like,
well, I don't know how to do that. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, next time I'll do that. Not that type of shit. Not that. Because I was really not, the way I'm telling y'all, this is exactly how I was talking to her. Not with attitude, even though I knew she had one. Not with attitude. I was really nice, very respectful, very sweet, very kind. The way that you should be when you are in the service industry. You need to be nice to people, even when they are assholes. I was still nice to her. She's gonna say this to me. This is what set the tone. She goes,
well, I don't know how to do that and I don't know how to go in the app and do that. And
I was like, okay, all you gotta do is open it up. And once you open it, I said, I'm not sure of how to go about it because I've never done Uber on the other side. I never ever had to request an Uber or anything. I don't even know how it looks. But I said, I do know that you can see all of my stuff in the app. And then she asked her friend, you know how to do it? And her friend was like, yeah, I know how to do it. She was like, I'll show you. And she opened it up for her. Now, this lady, when she got in the car, you knew she was popped. When I say popped, she was drunk. Drunk off what? I don't know, but I could just tell because she was slurring her words and she was talking real loud. And let me also say, they both were black. And it makes me even more mad because, not to say that this about my people, because I'm saying my people, because she black like me. I get the most respect, kindness, the most good vibes and energy from people that's not black. And it's not all black people that do it, but for some reason, most of the time I get into these situations from my own people and I don't be understanding what the hell be wrong with them. Like, what But anyway, and she just came in on some bad energy. So when she came in and she asked a friend, she was like, how you do it? Her friend did it on the phone, y'all. And then this is the next thing that came out her mouth. She was like, yeah, that picture of you, I will pull it up on the screen, y'all. I have showed y'all this picture. I ain't doing too much in the picture. It's just a fucking picture of me so you can see what I look like. She was
like, that picture of you, yeah, you ain't all that in that damn picture. Anyway,
I was like, I didn't say nothing. I just was like, I didn't say nothing to her making that comment. I did say something to her, but I didn't say anything about the comment because I don't care. I said, ma'am, did you see my car? Did you see my license plate? Did you see anything else? She said,
yeah, I saw all that stuff, but I don't care about that. I'm talking about your picture. That picture, you ain't all that in that picture anyway.
I was just like, okay, that has nothing to do with my picture has nothing to do with what I'm asking you or what I'm asking you to do. And she was like,
well, next time you need to just be here on time and you need to be where you should be.
She just started going in. Okay. And listen, she wasn't even in the car a good 4 minutes. She wasn't even in the car. It wasn't even 5 minutes, y'all. We still driving out of the parking lot of the restaurant. We still riding out of that because it's a long way. We still riding out of the parking lot. And when I hit the corner to turn onto the street, that's when me and her start going back and forth. Cause I was like, okay, what's she not finna do? She not finna try to like insult me and think I'm about to take her somewhere, because I'm not finna take her ass nowhere. No, that's not what we about to do. No. So she was like,
you need to be on time. You need to be where you're supposed to be. You weren't even where you were supposed to be at.
And then she started cussing. I don't take kindly to people cussing at me and thinking I'm gonna just sit there and take that shit, because I'm not finna take it. I'm not gonna do it. Like, you're not gonna sit there and be talking to me wild and think I'm gonna just sit up here and just be driving your ass and be like, okay, yeah, no. So she was like,
yeah, you need to be where you need to be at, and you need to, when I tell you I'm outside.
It's like just going off on me, just talking wild, crazy to me. So when I hit the corner, I was like, you know what, ma'am? You about to get out of my car.
I ain't about to get out shit.
I said, yeah, you finna get out. I said, you talking to me like you throw crazy. What's wrong with you? I was like, nobody ain't finna be talking to me like that. I don't know what's wrong with you. And another thing I want to tell y'all too, I also gathered this from doing Uber. A lot of people believe when they get in a car with me, they don't think that I'm the age I am. A lot of them people think I'm like 23, 24, because at the time, I probably was like 31, 32 when I was doing this, probably even 30. I don't know. I was between the age of 30 and 32 at this time. I don't know which age I was. I probably wasn't 30. I probably was like 31 or 32. And when 31 and 32, they think I'm like in my 20s. So this lady was in her probably early to mid 40s. So she probably was like 42, 43. I even give her 44. She probably was in her 40s. So she was talking to me like a kid. She was like,
she's like, you're not gonna put me out this Uber?
I said, yes, I am. And she started like talking about, oh, I ain't never been kicked out of no Uber. And I was turning around, and I turned around because I told y'all I turned around. I turned around and I was telling her friend, I'm like, is she not being disrespectful right now?
Don't you talk to her. You talk to me. You don't talk to her.
I said, I can talk to whoever the fuck I want to talk to. I'm talking to her. And I said, ma'am, I will take you, telling the other lady, I'm like, I'll take you wherever you need to go if you want to continue to ride. But I'm not taking her nowhere. And I don't give a damn if she the one requested it. I said, she about to get out of my car. And then I hit the block and turned onto the big road. And I was in the middle lane of that road, and I stopped my car in the fucking middle of the road. I did not pull over. I stopped the car right there, and I'm like, get out. Get out, because you're not finna talk. She was talking to me crazy. She was screaming at me. She was talking reckless to me. She was like, telling me I ain't never been kicked out of no car. And I'm like, okay, you ain't never been kicked out of no car, but you getting kicked out today. I'm like, you're not going to sit up here and talk to me crazy. I said, you drunk, first of all. And I was like, I was cool on you. Like, you know, you had said or whatever about my tent or whatever. But then you already said my picture wasn't all that, which I don't give a fuck about what you talking about my picture. But I'm like, then you start cussing while you talking to me. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you. But I'm like, I'm not taking you nowhere. And she was like,
yes, the fuck you are, and I'm not getting out this car.
I said, you got two choices, ma'am. And I'm turned around telling her, I'm like, you got two choices. Put that bitch in park. You either gonna get out or I'm gonna drag you out the car. I said, you got the choice. And her friend was like, let's just get out the car. Let's just get out, just get out. She telling her, the lady telling her that. I'm gonna just call her a friend. She was like, just let's get out. She telling her, she was like, no,
I ain't getting out this car. She gotta take us. I already requested that. I'm not about to get out. She already taking us. She taking us to where we going. I said,
no, the fuck I'm not. No, the fuck I'm not. I'm not taking you nowhere. You're getting out this car one way. So I popped my motherfucking door open. When I popped my door open, the girl on the other side popped her door open and she stepped out the car. Girl, before I could put my leg out the car, she hopped out the car. She slammed my door so hard, she could have broke my window. She slammed my shit so hard, y'all. I'm telling you, when I was in the middle of downtown. I'm in the middle of motherfucking downtown. It wasn't no traffic because it's a weekend, so it wasn't that much traffic and shit. So when I stopped in the middle, it wasn't like no cars and shit flying down the road or nothing like that. I knew what the fuck I was doing. When I hopped out that motherfucking car, man, after this, I said every nasty fucking word. We in the middle arguing. When I tell y'all what I was calling her, I called her every single derogatory name in the book. I told her she got cobwebs on that, because if you so high strung, bitch, you wouldn't be mad at me if you was getting fucked down. You wouldn't be in here screaming and hollering at me if somebody was you down. I was telling her all this and hitting my car, and I'm like, bitch, I'll beat your ass. I was telling her all this. I'm like, yeah, I should whoop your motherfucking ass. I should pull this bitch over and whoop your ass. Cause she ran across the street and she on the phone trying to figure out how to cancel it. And I'm like, you stupid bitch. I was talking wild, y'all. I just all out of my character. That all out just took me all out. I was calling her every fucking name, every whole trick, bitch, prostitute ass, slut, whore, you drunken ass black, y'all. I was calling her every, it just took me, like, I just went there. I didn't give a fuck. I was like, bitch, I don't care if you tell Uber, fuck Uber. I was like, I don't give a fuck. Fuck them, fuck you, bitch. And I said, you lucky my window ain't break, because I'd have drug your ass all up and down downtown. And people on the street listening to this, like, she's saying stuff to me. I'm saying stuff back to her, but I don't even know what the fuck she was saying, because I could give two fucks what she said, because she wasn't even about that life. Because when she slammed my car door, she ran from the back of the car and ran across the street, because I was in the middle of the middle lane. It's 3 lanes. I'm in the middle lane. She knew what the fuck she was doing, because I didn't even get out the car. Because when I said, I popped that door up and I was like, you got a choice. She hurried up and jumped up out the car and then slammed my goddamn door. And I was talking wow. She didn't report me though. Yeah, drunk ass hoe. She didn't report me though. But I wanted her to, do it, because I was going to tell them, ban this bitch, because people have done stuff to me before and I told Uber to ban them and they did it. So, and I ain't even have no type of proof, because, some people got cameras and shit. This was before, like, people was really riding around with cameras in their car and shit. I ain't had none of that. I just was telling them, like, what happened, and about, like, when the guy was calling me racist names, I told them, and they had banned him from the platform or whatever. So, we was yelling and screaming or whatever, and I ended up just getting in the car, and I was just so upset, but I wasn't even tripping. I was mad. I was tripping. Let me not say that, because that's a lie. I was mad. I was pissed. But I wasn't finna let her stop me from making my motherfucking money, because this was early in the goddamn day. I just canceled the fucking ride, and I ended up picking up some people, and they were really fucking cool. They were so sweet. They were like, I told them what happened, and they was like, damn. They were like, damn, you was about to fight the lady? I said, man, yeah, yes, I was. She slammed my car, and I was mad, but then I had to think, like, I gotta pull my car over, jump over there, and try to fight this lady. I was like, it ain't even fucking worth it. Like, fuck this bitch. But I did call her all these names. I just told y'all, I said some really fucked up shit to this lady. I called her old hag. I was calling her all type of shit. You old dusty. This mouth can be something serious when I get mad. I went there. But I also learned my lesson I told y'all, going forward, if I talk to you on the phone and your energy is fucked, you just do not have good energy on the phone, you start talking wild and out the side of your neck, like I'm your motherfucking chauffeur and that you paying some shit up over here. Just, yeah, you paying for me to take you somewhere. But remember, just like you called me to pick your ass up, it's another motherfucker that need a ride too. So what I do, cancel on you hoes and then go pick up somebody else. That's what I would do. So that's what I did going forward. But anyway, if you like this story and you want to hear more of the Uber stories, because this lady was terrible. She was terrible. And it happened so long ago, I can't remember what she was saying about me. The only thing I told y'all is what I told y'all is what she said about me. But that just took me, it didn't even matter. She could have said some other shit. It just was the fact that she had slammed my car door and tried to break my window. And oh, baby, hold on. If you got this far, y'all already know what I'm going to say. Y'all some real ones. But baby, I just thought about this other story, and I'm going to give y'all a little tidbit of this story. I picked this man up. This was this was fresh Uber days. Like, I was only a year in this thing. Not even a year. Probably some months, maybe about 6, because this was summertime. And I started in the summertime. So I probably only was doing Uber for 4 months. I don't know. Anyway, I picked this guy up, and I'm going to just give y'all a little slid piece of this. This shit was scary. This is one of my scary moments, but I got another scary moment that I'm going to tell y'all about. But this is one of my scary moments that I was stuck with this motherfucker. And I was stuck with this man for an hour and 20 minutes in the car. I picked this guy up downtown in Midtown. It was late at night. It had to be about 2 a.m. I picked him up from the club. He had to be probably like 23 years old. I'll give him that. He was an Asian man, the Asian young guy. This man, I was gonna beat his ass up too in the middle of the fucking freeway, because he was scaring me and trying me, and I told you I used to carry that motherfucking taser and that goddamn dog mace shit. This man was trying to break my window with his head. Not one time, not 2 times, but 3 times. The man insulted me. He said something about my color, like, but I didn't even care. I was like, man, I'll beat his ass. But anyway, so he tried to break my window with his head, and I'll give y'all the rest of the story and what was scary about what he was doing in the car. We were stuck on 290 for we was in the car for a total of we were in a car for an hour and 20 minutes together. He started trying to break my window when we were sitting in traffic on 290, because 290 was under construction back in the day. If you from Houston, you know they've been doing that goddamn construction on 290 since 1990 motherfucking 1. So they were doing construction on the freeway on 290, and we were stuck in that traffic, and he tried to do it while we were stuck. But not only right there, he tried to do it when I'm going to tell y'all that story. And that motherfucker scared me a couple times, but I had my hand on that goddamn, you know what I'm talking about. I had my hand on it because I was like, we going to be in this bitch. I'm going to just roll his ass up out of here. But anyway, I just thought about that because I was like, damn, I know. Yeah, I had to tell y'all about him, that Asian man. That man was when he got up in the car, I was looking at him like he must be on some drugs because he was saying some wild shit. But yeah, guys, if you got this far, thank you so much for watching this video. I know I be rambling and going down rabbit holes, but y'all know how I do. I like to be detailed, and I like to give y'all like examples of bullshit. And I hope this is a lesson to those who out here doing Uber. Just be aware of the time that you picking up people. And if you don't like people that's drunk, don't work at night. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't work at night because it be wild. Them people at night be motherfucking wild. And it ain't for the weak. I'm telling you. I ain't just saying that. It's a fact. It ain't for the weak. But anyway, if you got this far, you need to go ahead and subscribe, like, leave me a comment. Let me know what you do in this situation. Would you have slapped the fuck out, fire out that hole, or would you just have drove off like I did and just was talking your shit and just drove off? Let me know what y'all would have did. And I'll see y'all on my next upload. Bye.